What's up, guys? Welcome back to AC Designs Garage, and on today's episode we got a super good hack for you guys working on these square body C10s and any other the Chevrolets and Baby Fords too with the bushings and the leaf springs. We're going to show you how to get them things out because they can be a nightmare and you can beat yourself to death, and there's no need doing that when you got this little trick. So here we go. Alright guys, a couple of things you're going to need on this here project before you start on is you're going to need a respirator, because what you're going to do is we got to heat this center pin up because I guess they're vulcanized, what they're called. They got a steel outer rubber, and then they got a steel like little shim thing in there that the bolt rides through. The 9/16, 4.5 inch long 9/16 fine thread bolt's what it is, grade 8 if you're looking to see it. Looking to get one, so you're going to need oxyacetylene torch. You may be able to do it with the regular old MAP gas propane, you know, the little ones like you get at the home improvement place. But what we're going to do, you can see here, that's the steel outer, and this is the bolt we had to cut off. And what we're going to do is we're just going to heat this up as hot as we can get it, because we're going to try to melt this and move this out the bottom, because you don't want to heat this. This is spring steel, this is tempered, you don't want to take the spring out of it. So we're going to heat this up and get this thing pretty hot, and then we're going to take a air hammer, knock this center out, we'll get all the rubber out, then we'll take the cutting tip on the air hammer and just cut this edge out back and forth and pop it out. And when you get your new one in, it looks like this right here, brand new. You just drive them in with a hammer. I'll tell you the socket size we use. You can use a piece of pipe. This is 1.5 inches. You just find something that's the size of the outside of the bushing and drive it in with a hammer, but we'll show that here in a minute. Also guys, keep your fire extinguisher or water hose or something, and don't be under this stuff because it drops out like little fire bombs. We'll get suited up. I got it's because the heat was going on that thing right there. You went the wrong way. Let me get this up. Okay, gotta get the chisel. Alright, get this thing off now. I never would have guessed that thing would have come back backwards. I was watching that thing come up, I was like, what in the world? I was like, keep going, whatever.
Don't stop now.
Spot right there, maybe it is rolled over. You gotta try to get y'all where y'all can see it. It's got this old rust film in here. You're gonna want to clean that out. Now you can You can take like a 1-inch dowel with a piece of sandpaper. If you don't think you gotta have one of these, it just makes life easier. Only thing better tools do is make stuff faster. Everything will sand the same, but this just makes it a lot faster. We're just gonna basically polish the inside of this up. All we're gonna do is put just a little bit of anti-seize around the end of it where it'll start good. Also, make sure you put some of this anti-seize in your bolt, because these here we couldn't even drive out with the air impact. Just gonna put a little bit around it and use the old 1.5 inch or a piece of pipe, whatever you got. You want something the size of this little lip here so you can press it and try to drive it in as straight as you can. Check it every now and then, that looks good. You drive her on home. Make sure she's seated all the way around. One for luck. She done. I think it's a 9/16 18 grade 8. We use these Stover nuts. Make sure you get some of these guys. These things work great. You can take them on and off. They're a lock nut. And that's going to be her 2 flat washers on the outside. She's ready to go back on. All right, guys. Well, that's really not that hard to do if you got the right process. And like I said, you're going to have a bunch of tools to do this. You need that air chisel, and you're going to need some kind of torch. I'll show you something else you need. If you don't have oxyacetylene, but you need oxyacetylene if you're going to do this type work. Here's your other setup you can use. This is the MAP gas. Make sure you get it. It's hotter, but it screws on the top and it's a little torch. It's going to take you a lot longer to do that. I'll link this stuff in the description below if y'all want to scoop y'all up some of this stuff. These different tools and stuff we use, Moog, Bushings, but these things are a nightmare if you don't have the right tools, guys. Right tool for the right job. Yeah, it's all good and seated in there. We'll get this thing put back in here. If you want to see what we're pressing this bushing in for, this is my 87 Suburban that we're lowering. Front's already done, but we're gonna have a full build playlist on it. We're doing a flip kit on the rear and putting new bushings and stuff in it, so make sure you check that video out. I'll link it down in the description below. But guys, was that not crazy with that thing kind of look like one of them? Daddy done turned into a snake charmer, like one of them things, them cobras they do. Never seen that happen, but that was pretty cool. All right, guys, hope y'all enjoyed that video on knocking the bushings out. Hope it helped you out and saved you a little bit of time. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.